Happy Saturday. It is meal prep time, and usually that takes a couple of hours, to get that set for the week. And I have been to the grocery store, and I have a lot of vegetables and a lot of food. So I've got to get it pretty well organized for myself so I can save myself time. I'm just going to show you briefly a little bit of what I do. So I've got a ton of asparagus here. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm prepping this to cook it in a pan because I have 3 meals this week that call for the asparagus, and between Jones and myself, we'll need 3 portions each. So I wanted to make sure and get all of what we needed because he'll eat more than I eat, and we just want to make sure we get all of our veggies in. So the best way for me with asparagus is just to break off the ends, especially when there's just so much that cutting them would just be like, it's not easy to do that when they're just piled up on the cutting board here. But what I will do is once I bend all these and get them to the right length to where I can cut them, then I'll cut them in little strips, cut the tips off, and then just cut them. And with this, I'm doing a tofu dish with soba noodles, and so I'm going to cut that and saute those so that they're already sauteed. So that's just out of my way. And that way, that's just one less step that I have to do when I'm putting together the meal. So usually it'll take me probably 2 days really to do all the meal prep and getting things just right, because if I want to ahead of time, I can also grill the tofu so that we're not having to do that all at one time, and so that all we have to do is heat up the asparagus, put on the soba noodles to cook for 8 minutes, and heat up the tofu, and then the rest is just assembling with the green onion and carrots and a little bit of sauce, and it's done. So the best thing for me to do is just go ahead and saute these. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm doing those egg cups again, and this time I'm doing the 12 instead of the 6. So it calls for 1 bell pepper, I think, for 12. Guess what? Jones gets more of a snack. See, in my mind sometimes I don't do right when I'm grocery shopping, and I get ahead of myself, and I get more than what I need sometimes. But with the carrots, I definitely am going to cut and shave the carrots, and I'm going to get those in a container, and I have some of my containers out that I'm going to store my stuff in, and just dice these up and just have that ready so I don't have to mess with that, and throw that together when it's time to be able to go ahead and cook those egg cups. And it's just one less step. So the chopping and the sauteing, and even if I was going to roast, I could have my roasting pan, just a sheet pan or whatever, and put the aluminum foil on there. If I wanted to roast these, I could throw them on there instead of saute them. I mean, I might do that, but the recipe calls to saute them. And just try to take steps to eliminate your time the rest of the week for cooking, because it's just smart, and that way you're not just a slave in your kitchen, which I tend to be a lot of times, because sometimes this just doesn't happen the way I would like for it to. But this is ideal, right? And this is what we're doing. This is what we strive to do our best. So I'm being an example here. I'm going to finish this up and have this ready to go for the week. And I hope that encourages you and, just urges you on to do the same. We're in this together. Just do it, and if you need some help from me, any kind of, shortcuts, recipes, whatever, just let me know, okay? Have a great day.